This video covers basic installation details of Thermon TubeTrace instrument tubing bundles for CEMS and analytical umbilicals. Receiving, storing, and handling. Inspect materials for damage incurred during shipping. Report any damages to the carrier for settlement. Identify the Thermon tubing bundle type to ensure the proper type and quantity have been received. Boxes and reels are marked on the outside with part number, length, product description, weight, and customer purchase order number. Compare information on box or reel with the packing slip and purchase order to verify receipt of correct shipment. Lengths shorter than 82 feet or 25 meters are generally shipped in heavyweight cardboard boxes. Lengths greater than 82 feet or 25 meters are shipped on non-returnable wooden reels. The ends of Thermon tubing bundles are factory sealed to prevent dirt, moisture, and insect intrusion. As a preventative measure, keep ends sealed until final connections are made. Cut ends may be temporarily sealed with plastic wrap and tape. Store the shipment in a dry location or use a protective covering. Thermon tubing bundles are shipped with the end of the tubing strapped to the side of the wooden spool. Use caution when releasing the end of the tubing as it is under tension, and may uncoil when released. Tubing bundles with electric heat trace should be tested to ensure electrical integrity with at least a 500-volt DC megameter. However, IEEE 515 and IEC 60079-30 recommend that the test voltage for polymer insulated heating cables be 2500 volts DC. Connect the positive lead of the megameter to the cable bus wires and the negative lead to the metallic braid. The minimum resistance should be 20 megohms. Record test results on Record 1 of Field Test Report in Thermon Installation Procedures, Form PN 50035. Individuals installing these products are responsible for complying with all applicable safety and health guidelines. Proper personal protective equipment, or PPE, should be utilized during installation. Contact Thermon if you have any additional questions. Determine the lengths and number of tube fittings prior to uncoiling the TubeTrace tubing bundle. Repeated uncoiling or recoiling may work harden the tubing or damage the bundle. Wooden spools of TubeTrace tubing bundles containing long lengths of tubing can be placed on a payout tray. Position the reel so that the TubeTrace tubing bundle can be pulled towards the least accessible endpoint and working back towards the reel. The counter spool should be located at a distance of 2.5 times the diameter of the tubing bundle shipping reel. Include a vertical offset of 8 to 10 inches, or 200 to 250 millimeters, between the reel elevation. Straighten the tubing bundle by utilizing a counter spool located in front of the payout tray, allowing the tubing bundle to freely unspool from the bottom of the reel. Thermon tubing bundles must be bent so there's no strain on any fitting after the tubing bundle is installed. The cross-sectional area of the tubing bundle should not be flattened, kinked or wrinkled. Refer to Table 1 for the minimum acceptable bend radius for each type of Thermon tubing bundle. Use a properly sized conduit bender or mechanical tubing bender to assure constant radius bends where possible. For ease of installation and maintenance, route multiple runs of TubeTrace tubing bundles symmetrically using the most accessible path possible. Routing should take advantage of existing cable trays, angles, channels, struts, and I-beams for support. The tubing bundle should be secured with clamps or cable ties every 5 to 6 feet or 1.5 to 1.8 meters for horizontal runs. Do not deform the bundle jacket while securing the tubing bundle to supports. Maintain a 1-inch or 25 mm minimum clearance between bundles. Do not secure bundles to each other. For vertical runs, The pulling line should be connected to the tube bundle using an appropriate size Kellum grip for your application. Do not use a damaged grip for pulling bundle. Pulling tension should not exceed 50 pounds, with a minimum pulling line of 5/8 inch or 15 mm. Position the tubing bundle reel at the base of the stack, and in line with the cable tray to reduce overall friction on the pulling run. Pulling should allow someone at the end to stop the reel from turning when the pulling force is stopped. Extreme pulling tension may tend to flatten the tubes and damage heat tracing as they round corners, etc. Observe the minimum bending radius of the tubing bundle during pulling operation. Refer to Table 1 bend radius. For rounding corners, a pulley or roller may be utilized while passing over sharp edges that might damage the bundle. Both the pulleys and rollers can be rented at many electrical supply houses and must be sized to accommodate the bundle's minimum bend radius. Kellum grips are required for permanently securing the bundle to the stack every 35 feet. Note: Kellum grips used for bundle installation will also be used to permanently attach bundle to support structure. After determining the total number of Kellum grips required for permanent installation, slide the Kellum grips over the bundle and cut the nylon tie on the outermost Kellum and pull into place as shown. Use UV-resistant plastic cable ties to prevent Kellum grips from slipping during bundle installation. Attach pull rope to the pulling eye of the Kellum grip. Do not connect any type of hook, clamp or attachment hardware to any other part of the grip. Secure pulling rope to first Kellum grip, leaving sufficient line for additional grips as required. See pulling detail illustration. Do not exceed spacing of 35 feet between grips. After pulling the bundle into position, ensure sufficient bundle is available to make final connections. Secure the top Kellum grip to the support structure, with additional Kellum grips located every 35 feet or 10.7 meters. Provide an expansion loop allowing 1 foot or 300 mm of evenly divided slack for every 100 feet or 30 meters of tubing bundle. Secure TubeTrace tubing bundles to support structures every 10 to 15 feet or 3 to 4.5 meters on vertical runs. Provide additional support within 18 inches or 450 mm of any connection point or transition fitting and within 6 to 10 inches or 150 to 250 mm of any bends. Cable trace and channel struts provide optimal support for multiple passes of TubeTrace tubing bundles. Secure bundles to cable trays using UV-resistant plastic cable ties, or preferably stainless steel bundle clamps or standard conduit straps for channel strut attachment. See Table 2 for clamp sizing. Use caution when securing bundles to structures. Do not deform or crush the thermal insulation and outer jacket. As an option, angle iron may be used to support TubeTrace tubing bundles on long vertical and horizontal runs. Angle iron should be sized approximately 1/2 inch or 12 mm larger than the tubing outer diameter. Place the angle over the bundle to prevent moisture buildup. Secure the bundle to the angle using UV-resistant cable ties or stainless steel banding. Before making a power connection, the heat trace should be tested to ensure electrical integrity with at least a 500-volt DC megometer between the heat trace bus wires and the metallic braid. IEEE 515 and IEC 60079-30 recommend that the test voltage for polymer-insulated heat trace be 2500 volts DC. Minimum resistance should be 20 megohms. Record test results on Record 2 on Field Test Report. Properly terminate and seal all open ends of each bundle using the appropriate FAK accessory kit, as well as all heat tracers with the appropriate heating cable termination kit. Termination kits are not addressed in this video. After the power connection is completed, record the panel location and circuit breaker information. Ensure all junction boxes, temperature controllers, cable glands etc. are properly secured. Set the temperature controller, if applicable, to the manual setting and apply rated voltage to the heat tracing circuit or circuits for 5 minutes. Record the ambient temperature, circuit or circuits voltage and electrical current at the heat trace connection. Record test results on Record 3 of Field Test Report in Thermon Installation Procedures, Form PN 50035. Note: to ensure the warranty is maintained through installation, the testing outline on the Thermon TubeTrace tubing bundle field test report must be completed on the installed heat trace. Contact Thermon for additional details. For additional information on this product, visit us on the web at thermon.com.